Why do you work hard every single day, sacrifice your free time, and clear a respectable paycheck, yet still find yourself with almost nothing in your bank account at the end of the month? Why does it feel like no matter how many extra miles you drive, you are constantly stuck in the exact same spot? It's easy to blame the economy, low freight rates, or corporate bosses. But sometimes the hardest truth to accept is that the trap keeping you poor isn't just the system. It's how you handle every single dollar that lands in your hands to understand why you are staying poor. Look at John. John is 35 years old and works as an over-the-road company truck driver for a national U.S. logistics firm. Under federal safety rules, he drives up to 11 hours a day within a 14-hour window, hitting 70 hours behind the wheel every 8 days. He drives roughly 2,500 miles a week at 50 cents per mile, pulling in about $1,250 a week, or roughly $65,000 a year. On paper, $65,000 a year is a solid middle-class income. John isn't broke because he doesn't make money. John is broke because of what happens the moment his direct deposit hits every Friday morning. Now let's see how John burns through his income. First, he bleeds money eating out every day. Spending 3 weeks at a time on the highway, John relies on convenience. Instead of buying basic groceries and prepping meals in his sleeper cab, he buys $18 truck stop dinners, $6 energy drinks 3 times a day, and fast food drive-thrus every time he pulls off the interstate. That's $45 to $50 a day spent just on food and drinks, eating up over $1,300 a month on takeout alone. He falls for the lifestyle creep of buying brand-name clothes. Whenever John gets a big mileage check or a quarterly safety bonus, he feels like he deserves a reward for his brutal work hours. He drops $250 on designer sneakers, $150 on branded streetwear jackets, and buys luxury watches or expensive cologne to impress people on his days off. He trades hard-earned, long-term capital for temporary social status, trying to look wealthy while having zero net worth. He manages zero budget and has no idea where his money actually goes. John doesn't track his spending. He doesn't use a budgeting app, spreadsheet, or written ledger. He practices bank account management, checking his balance on his phone, seeing $800 left, and assuming he could afford to spend it. Because he doesn't categorize his fixed bills versus discretionary spending, impulse buys eat up his cash flow before his rent, credit card bills, or car payments are even due. He has a total zero savings discipline. Because John spends everything he earns to sustain his daily lifestyle, his savings account sits at exactly $0. When an emergency happens, a sudden dental bill, unexpected medical copay, or his personal car needing a new transmission back home, he has zero cash reserves. He relies on high-interest credit cards at 26% APR, creating a permanent cycle of monthly debt payments that eats up his future paychecks. He doesn't invest even $10 a day into his future. Wealthy people build freedom by taking a portion of their income and buying appreciating assets, like index funds, dividend stocks, or real estate that grow while they sleep. If John simply cut out one energy drink and one fast food meal a day to invest just $10 a day into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, compounding interest could turn that small daily habit into hundreds of thousands of dollars over his career. But because he prioritizes instant gratification over future compounding, he stays 100% reliant on physical labor. John's financial trap isn't caused by a lack of income, it's caused by a complete lack of financial management. When you spend every dollar you make on daily takeaways, expensive brand name gear, zero budgeting, and zero investments, telling yourself, "I'll start saving when I make more money," is a lie. If you can't manage $65,000, you won't be able to manage $100,000. Until you take control of your daily spending habits, track where your income goes, and build the discipline to invest even $10 a day, you will keep driving thousands of miles, working 70 hours a week, and staying financially stuck in the exact same place. Now let's talk about the solution. John doesn't need to earn $100,000 a year to become financially free. He simply needs to manage the money he already earns by following the golden rule of paying himself first, automatically transferring 20% of his paycheck into savings and investments before spending a single dime on restaurants, shopping, or entertainment. To keep total control over his income, John needs a simple monthly budget that assigns every dollar a purpose: 50% for essential expenses like rent, groceries, insurance, and bills, 20% for investing and building wealth, 20% for personal spending, and 10% for paying off debt or boosting his investments. Next, he must stop bleeding cash on convenience, prepping meals before hitting the road, carrying a cooler, brewing his own coffee, and skipping daily truck stop impulse buys can easily save him $500 to $800 every month that can be put directly to work. Before diving deep into the market, John should build an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses to shield himself from unexpected bills without relying on high-interest credit cards. Once that safety net is secure, every extra dollar should be redirected away from designer clothes, luxury watches, or gadgets and into low-cost index funds that harness the power of compound interest to historically build long-term wealth, meaning a consistent monthly investment of just $500 over 30 years could compound into over $1 million. Finally, John can accelerate his journey by building additional streams of income outside of trucking. Whether that's learning a high-income skill, launching an online business, creating a YouTube channel, or investing in real estate, because the ultimate goal isn't to trade time for money behind a wheel forever, but to build assets that generate income while he sleeps. Proving that financial freedom happens one smart paycheck decision at a time until working becomes a choice rather than a necessity.